Hey everyone, for today's video I'll be talking about a few things that I would have done differently for my wedding. And when it was the planning process, I did watch a few videos of this topic and I found it to be incredibly helpful, so I hope you find it to be helpful as well. And overall, my wedding was beautiful. I was really happy with all the months of planning, how everything came together, and I was just grateful with how the weather was and just everything as a whole. So yeah, there's just a few things that I would have tweaked, and I hope you find this to be helpful finding out what I would have done differently. The first thing that I would have done differently is to make sure to have done a proper lipstick test. And the thing about it is I had already had an idea of what lipstick that I wanted to wear, but I did not pick something that was super long lasting. And with all of the kissing with the pictures and the videos and just throughout the day, my lipstick was not really staying on. And even if you do have something that's not super long lasting, just make sure that you have it close by if you're able to, so that you can reapply that frequently. So yeah, whenever you do your makeup trial or whenever you test out the different shades to see what you want to wear, I would say honestly, like, kiss your hand like 20 times and just see if that's something that's gonna rub off very easily or if it's something that's going to last throughout the day. My next tip is to make sure that you read contracts thoroughly and that you get a second, a third opinion. Just make sure that you read all of the fine prints, and if there's something that you're not clear about, make sure that you talk to the vendor. And yeah, you just want to understand everything that you are signing off on, because unfortunately with us, there's something that did not go as smoothly as we were hoping for it to. So yeah, just make sure that you read everything, you do research, and just make sure that you fully understand everything that you are signing. The third thing that I really wish that I would have done sooner was looking for a dress. And since I was a bride on a budget and I was looking for a dress that was under $1,000, I did not realize that that was such a hard task. And the thing about it is, you are probably able to get dresses in that range if you're looking for something on the simple side, something classic with like not too much intricate designs or beading or anything like that. But if you are looking for something that has a little bit more detailing and that sort of thing, then you're probably going to want to get a dress that's off the rack, something that is on sale, like if they have like a trunk show or some kind of sale or anything like that. So then you're going to want to do that way in advance. You're going to want to research what sales are coming up. And I really wish that I would have done that earlier, but I am so thankful that I was able to find such a beautiful dress. And yeah, so just make sure that you do that way in advance. The fourth thing that I would have done differently as well was starting wedding planning earlier. So my sister gave me a wedding planning book, and I believe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's like a year in advance for that book. And the thing about it is I was pretty much doing most of the wedding planning, of course with my fiance at the time, my now husband, but yeah, we were mostly doing the planning, plus my family was helping out with a few stuff here and there. But since I wasn't getting a wedding planner, I honestly needed to start planning like a year in advance, or basically as soon as I got engaged. So yeah, if you're doing a lot of the planning, just make sure that you give yourself enough time so that you can enjoy the process. And even though I did enjoy the process, there were parts of it that were stressful and probably could have been less stressful had I given myself more time. And the thing about it is, sometimes you may be thinking like, oh, I have all the time in the world, but no, you really need to give yourself a lot of time. So yeah, that's definitely something that I would have changed. So the last thing that I want to share that both my husband and I agree on that we would have changed was making sure to go around to each of the tables during the reception to say hi to everyone. And so much was going on, and it's honestly something that slipped our minds. Of course, we did get to speak to lots of the guests, but there are still other people that we didn't get to say hi to, and there's people that I would have liked to meet from his side, and same thing as well, got to introduce him to, and then also people that I have known for years that I just never got to see in a while that I would have loved to say hello to, but unfortunately we just didn't get around to doing that. So if you're able to carve out that time, I would say that that would be something really good to do. And yeah, that's it for my video. I hope you found it to be helpful. And if you have anything that you would have done differently for your wedding, then leave that down below so any brides-to-be, they can read about that. Hopefully they find some tips in there as well and things to consider. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!